What's up, Magical Misfits? Drew here, and today I am doing my Samhain altar tour. Now, my floor is horrendous because we had to rip the carpet out from the hurricane. So, any of you who've watched my channel for any length of time will probably know that I used to have a shamanic / ancestor altar up over my fireplace, and it was a permanent, it was more of a shrine. I mean, I did work with the ancestors there, but I didn't do like spell work or anything there. And I had what I refer to as an angel altar, but it was basically just a place to connect with otherworldly entities and spiritual energies, deity, what have you. Well, since the hurricane, lots of things have changed. So now I have brought my little chest that I got in Japan, my mother bought me when I was a teenager, out, and am using that as my altar. Now it is a ancestor / working / seasonal. It's just a catch-all kind of altar at the moment. We are dressed for Samhain with our little decorations around, but I just want to do a quick altar tour, sort of in response to Trish from BeanBagHagWag, because she did her Samhain altar tour and she said she'd like to see more. So beside my altar is my favorite staff. Many of you will know I have several. Right here, I love this. It is an amulet that my son made me in grade school. It's a little spider. Here we have my mother and her father in their shadow box, and my mother's graveyard dirt, and this is something I made for her. It's a spell bottle of sorts that I made her. It came back to me after she died. The rabbit was her spirit animal, and this was a bracelet that she wore. Here's my green man, and this here is a wand that was purchased and given to my husband by our dear soul sister that named me, she who walks between the worlds, who is right here. This is her shadow box, just filled with things that make me think of her. So this is a place where I work with and honor the ancestors. On either side here we have these like sconces, if you will, candle holders. This is my ancestor rattle I use to sort of call the ancestors and let them know that I'm coming to work with them. My husband's athame and boline here above the altar. This is a rattle that my husband bought me years and years ago for Yule, I believe. I have, a couple pumpkins for Samhain. I've got my antique mortar and pestle, some daisies that are dying now. There's a skull candle. This actually I just made yesterday. I had a witchy play date with one of my soul sisters, and we both have had damage during Hurricane Florence. Hers is much more extensive than my own, and I can't even imagine because of what we're going through, what they're going through. But we wanted to get together and do some witching, so I brought some stuff and we made spell bottles for home blessings, and there's all kinds of stuff in there for drawing to us what we need to get back right. Of course, this is my God candlestick. One side has Krenenos and the other has the Green Man, two of the gods that I work most extensively with. I've got my little carved skull beeswax candle. Here is my Green Man incense burner. I made him out of polymer clay. I was going to sell him in my shop, but I couldn't because his little leaves kept breaking. So I just kept him, which didn't break my heart because I kind of wanted to anyway. This does not belong here, but we are still in the middle of putting things back, trying to be normal. I have a set of these little skull candle holders that I got, oh my gosh, so many years ago, over a decade ago, well over a decade ago, at Walmart. So I have one on either side, and a black candle and a white candle. Here's my snuffer, I got used secondhand. We have a couple of railroad spikes because to me they speak, so to me somehow they do, nails of any kind to me have an otherworldly, especially if they're antique or old, they have this otherworldly energy to them, but of course protection. Some crystal skulls, fluorite, and this one is actually, there's a name for it, but it's a quartz with a hematite inclusion. My totem here, this is my spirit animal. It's my teacher crystal, and inside is what I see as an eagle, which is my spirit animal. So I have another totem here, another eagle, golden eagle. This is where I make offerings and connect with the ancestors. So this is my ancestor candle, and this I burn incense as an offering or make other kinds of offerings. I have water, make a water offering. I always have water. Another skull candle. This is my triple goddess candlestick, made Mother Crone, of course. We've got this with skull vodka, but my husband uses it to make witchy waters and stuff in. Back here, this candle holder is really cool because the plates come off and you can switch them out, and so it can be for either Mabon, Samhain, or Yule with the different plates. Like the Yule has snowflakes and the Mabon is like, looks like leaves. More dying daisies. Another pumpkin here. Another fluorite skull. This is it's prayer beads that Erica from Raw Spirit made me. I absolutely adore them. They're beautiful. I love them. And for me, they are for working with the ancestors, which is why they have little skulls on them. Three more crystal skulls. We've got a couple crystal wands. I love this smoky quartz one. It's just, look at that little rainbow in there. I love some crystals. We've got this offering bowl here in the middle right now. We have different ones that we can switch out from time to time. I have, this is my shaman stone or Moki marble. Some matches. These are, it's a little bag of amethyst. There are 6 of them in there because I make a Merkaba grid with the amethyst when I do journey. Here is my smudge bowl. This was my dear sister who named me. It was something that she owned, and now I use it. This is a skull candle, obviously. Gotta have lots of skulls. And of course my altar cloth at the moment is orange. We have a special bracket that's coming in the mail that my antelope head will hang on. And that will be right up here above the green man. And I may hang my drum on the wall as well. But this is the first time I'm having an altar like this. I've never tried having a working altar. I've never had an altar this close to the ground where I could sit on the floor and do workings. So I'm going to try it out and see how it is. And if it's not for me, I'll just go back to the way I always do things and just work wherever I work. But this is my new altar space. And right now it is dressed for Samhain. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for listening. And until next time, much love and gratitude.